If you're gay, then you're gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You could be who you are any day of the week.
It would feel just like a sledgehammer. If you could feel my heartbeat now, it would hit you like a sledgehammer. I don't admit it, I play it cool, but every minute that I'm with you, I feel the fever and I won't lie, I break the sweat. My body's telling all the secrets I ain't told you yet. I struggle to contain the love that's in my veins and how it circulates. If you could take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. If you could feel my heartbeat now, it would hit you like a sledgehammer. You think it would be away, you just don't let it, don't let it. You think it would be away, you should lift me up, lift me up. If you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. So close together, so far apart. You turn me on, and my fire's waiting for your spark. I struggle to contain the love that's in my veins and how it circulates. If you could take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. If you could feel my heartbeat now, it would hit you like a sledgehammer. You think it would be away, you just don't let it, don't let it. You think it would be away, you should lift me up, lift me up. If you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. The truth is out, no stopping now. I'm getting closer. I've had enough. Undress my love. I'm coming out. If you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. And if you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. If you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. If you could feel my heartbeat now, it would hit you like a sledgehammer. You think it would be away, you just don't let it, don't let it. You think it would be away, you should lift me up, lift me up. If you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to GSA Forever. That song is Sledgehammer, and that's by Fifth Harmony. And in the last chapter, apparently Roxas was getting the shit beat out of him, and then someone yelled, "Stop!" So let's find out who that is. Sora stepped up to the four bullies and spoke, "Let go of him now. Get out of here. You, before you make me angry," threatened Raya, twisting Roxas' arm, causing more tears to fall onto the floor. "Shut up, Raya," commanded Scythe. He strolled up to the brunette until they were an inch apart, their eyes challenging each other with whoever be foolish enough to make a move. "Let go of him now," repeated Sora, clutching into Cypher's white t-shirt. "Why should I listen to someone like you?" mocked the bully, grabbing onto his opponent's shirt, hoisting him in the air to meet his gaze. Sora smirked. "Don't say I didn't warn you." He clasped his hands together and made a megaphone shape. "Van!" Van ran up to Strifer, tugging on his sleeve. We better run, Scythe." "I don't know who Van is, but if you think he can save you, then you are. Let go of my brother before I rip your head off," commanded a certain ebony hair boy, with his fists shaking in anger. "Ventus?" They all mumbled in fear and ran through Roxas into the fountain and ran off, Vinny leaving their leader in the lion's den. "Look, man, I'm sorry," apologized Cypher for forgetting to drop Sora because his mind was focused on the advancing menace. "Did you not hear me? Drop him." He did not wait for an answer. He sprinted up and jabbed the nose, causing blood to drip out from it. The bully, knowing that he was outmatched, ran off to find his fleeing lackeys mumbling plots of revenge. Sora ran up to the shivering blonde as soon as his feet touched the floor. Roxas was in the fetal position, crying his eyes out and tears mitigating with the water fountain. The brunette said nothing, instead picked him up and set him down carefully onto the dry ground. What he did next surprised the sobbing victim. Roxas let his tears fall off the brunette's shoulder, relieved by comforting the hold that felt like sanctuary. Shh, it's okay, Roxas. I'm here, he cooed, rubbing circles on his wet back. Are you okay, guys? asked Ventus, kneeling down to match his twin. Sora nodded in response. Roxas, do you want me to get Ven? The ex-bully's question now directed at him. Roxas did not answer. Instead, he buried himself deeper into Sora's neck. He didn't seem to mind. He was embarrassed, still sobbing like a 2-year-old in front of his crush, but didn't want to leave his hold, so he shook his head, still unable to form words through his tears. Do you want us to take you to our house? Sora asked, staying and stroking the soggy hair of Roxas' head. He shrugged. Okay, let's go home then. Let's go to my house then. We'll get you cleaned up and then we can hang out. Sora stood, carrying Roxas' bridle aside while he continued to grasp Sora's neck. Mom, we're home! Called out Ventus, throwing his and Sora's bag on the couch. Sora took a sleeping blonde up to his room so he could rest. A beautiful woman, who had the same hair color as Sora, popped her head out of the kitchen. What took you guys so long? We were talking to a friend, he lied and walked over to the TV. Okay, what is with everyone's mother always being in the kitchen? I swear to God, that's literally everything. Almost every video game, someone who has a mom is always in the kitchen. Pokemon, no matter what generation, your mother is always, technically lives in the kitchen. And this mom is in the kitchen. Anytime technically there's someone who is a mom or dad is literally making something in the kitchen. Sorry, just had to get that out there because it happens all the time and it pisses me off to no end. A soft something was running through Roxas' hair. It felt amazing, like he was being cleaned. He opened his eyes expecting to be at the school fountain again, to have been abandoned by the Fair Twins. Instead, he found himself in a room not his own. It's blue with comforting walls, comforting him, and he had been inside, but he could still tell it was Sora's room. Hey, you're awake, whispered a voice beside him. He looked up to see his savior. He looked at a glorious prince. Yeah, confirmed the damsel in distress. He looked away, ashamed that he couldn't stand up for himself. Thanks for helping me. He tried to sit up, but a sharp pain in his stomach told him not to. He groaned and lay back. Stay here, I'm gonna get something. As soon as Sora left, he finally had a good look around a room. Lining the walls were an assortment of books, games, movies, all arranged in 2 bookcases. On the farthest side of the wall lay a black silver laptop resting on a wooden desk with Final Fantasy screensaver projecting it from it. Next to it hung a huge flat-screen TV. He heard footsteps again, and a woman kneeled down beside him. Hello, I'm Aerith. A kind woman introduced herself, began examining his wound. You look pretty beat up. What happened? Obviously, Sora and his twin had said nothing about this incident. I fell, he lied, smiling awkwardly. He gasped in pain as she pressed against his stomach. Oh, really? From what? Sora and Ventus told me. A certain someone did this to you, she reasoned, now checking the developing black eye. No, I mean, yeah, Roxas admitted wincing again as she checked for a few minor injuries from being thrown into the fountain. Glad the truth finally came out. She turned to her son, who looked away ashamedly. Well, it looks like they didn't say anything about it after all. The two Leon hearts left the room for a moment before Sora came back in again. This time, accompanying a bag full of frozen peas. Here, he said, placing the cool bag in Roxas' eye. Thanks. So, how long has Zephyr been doing this to you? He interrogated, placing a few of those packets on his stomach. Roxas shook his head, shaking a little even about the things Zephyr had done. Alright, I won't pry. They stayed silent for a while until it became unbreakable to Sora. Do you want to play a game? He asked with a smile. Roxas nodded and shifted to get up, but he fell back from the great troll it took. I seem to be having a hard time getting to the TV, he explained, smiling past the pain. Sora frowned and then grinned again. When an idea popped in his head, a hand crawled under Roxas's leg, another under his neck. He carried him bridal style to the floor in front of the TV. There, that was easy, he explained, proud of the accomplishment. Sora, I can barely see the TV. It was then that the brunette realized he was laying on his back. He carried the blonde again and pushed a rolling blue chair from under his desk and brought it to rest in front of the TV. He set him down on it. Roxas felt the pain, hung up for a while, but eventually became comfortable with the new position. How am I going to play like this? He said, pointing to the cold pack he held with one hand. Sora flashed another smile. He walked over to the desk before a roll of masking tape. He strolled over to the confused blonde and proceeded to wrap tape around his head. Roxas could hear but blush at the coolness. There, all better. Now is there anything else you need, my king? He asked jokingly. He jokingly asked, bowing a little. Roxas let out a giggle with a higher tone than normal. Sora turned on the PS3 and pushed in the game disc containing Jesus Christ, a Call of Duty game. He picked up the black controller for himself and handed the silver one to his companion. You're so going down, the brunette taunted, placing himself on the floor next. In your dreams. 1 hour. Sora, how come I never see you here whenever I argue about Ventus? Roxas asked while they were waiting to put the game in the lobby. Put into a game lobby. I didn't stay home all this time. I have Riku and Kairi and Blitzball practice. He explained, why would you be arguing with Vanna? To tell the truth, I do it for Ven. Why would Ven want you to argue with his best friend? Best friend? What are you talking about? Ventus said his best friend, or am I thinking of another Ventus here? How long have you been saying this? He says it starts back in 3rd grade, but that's when the asshole started bullying me, Roxas argued. He clamped his mouth shut when he realized what he just said. Oh my, I'm sorry. Sora chuckled. It's okay, I love my brother, but sometimes he can be pretty mean. So you're saying they've never been friends? Until now, he explained. It started when I accidentally forgot about you. Sorry about that again. Sora waved the apology away like a bad stench. You don't have to apologize anymore, but anyways, back to the game, he announced as the map Hayo loaded on the screen. Hey Sora, does that mean that we're friends now? Asked Roxas, chewing on the chips brought in by Aerith. Of course, he answered happily, sticking his hand in the bag. Roxas smiled contently to himself. 4 hours later, hey Ven, greeted Ventus, unassuring Ventus in the fair household. Hey Ventus, where's Rock? He questioned, taking in all the visible aspects of the home. Follow me, they're in Sora's room. He took a hold of Ven's wrist and ran upstairs, stopping at the blue door. Just go through there. Ventus nodded and thanked him. He opened the door and saw the twins beaten up but taken care of. This wasn't the first time he saw this, but in shock never wears off seeing the closest person in your life hurt. Oh my, Roxas? What happened? It's that 7, isn't it? Oh, when I get my hands in him, then calm down. Sora and Ventus took care of it. And I'm fine now, thanks to them. Ventus' expression smoothed. He looked at the brunette, who was now turning off the game system. Thanks for helping Rox. I really appreciate it. Sora gave him a genuine smile. No problem, Ven returned the gesture to grin over as he placed Roxas' arm around his shoulder and dragged him back downstairs. See ya, Ventus, he asked, pausing, looking at the ebony-haired boy watching the nature documentary. He waved his hand in understanding, and then Strife twins exited the Leonhardt Sanctuary. That's the end of this chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, gay is okay, just ask the GSA. Mwah.